In today's video, I am going to share how to use power poses to increase your confidence at work and build a stronger professional presence. Power poses are most associated with Dr. Amy Cuddy. This social psychologist gave a TEDx talk in 2012 that was really profoundly interesting to many of us because it shared how these expansive body postures can help us immediately increase our confidence. So what exactly is the science? Well, in a nutshell, there are certain ways that we can hold our bodies, certain postures we can take on that can increase a release of the hormone testosterone. Testosterone is something that both women and men naturally make, and it is also known as the confidence hormone. So, a little boost, a little release of testosterone when we want to feel more confident is actually exactly what we need. Now, the really interesting thing is these power poses, which I will describe in just a moment, not only increase and boost a release of testosterone in the moment when we want to feel confident, but they also decrease cortisol, or the stress hormone. Let's start with pose number one. Now, the first pose is known as the Wonder Woman pose. And as you can see in this picture, the Wonder Woman pose is standing up straight, shoulders back and down, very good posture. And your hands are actually on your hips. You can see it better in the picture that I have popped up here on the screen. Now, feet can be about shoulder width apart. So you want a very nice, relaxed yet straight posture with your arms at your sides. With this expansive posture, you are taking up space. You are opening the chest, which we know when we open the chest, it is a very warrior type position, right? So we're opening up, we're asserting ourselves. It is a confident position. You will want to hold this pose for 1 to 2 minutes. And I just want to say, this is not something you will necessarily do when you're giving a speech or speaking up at a meeting, but something you will do prior to speaking up or having a one-on-one. So I have used this particular posture sometimes by finding the handicap restroom in a bathroom, as long as it's available and nobody else needs it, and taking some space and time in there for a minute or two to hold that pose. Sometimes it's been in my office, and sometimes it's simply in the hallway before walking into a room. Now, the second power pose I want to share with you is called the victory pose. And as you can see in this picture I'm popping up here on the screen, the victory pose is similar in posture in that you are standing straight with your shoulders back and down. You want your feet about shoulder width apart, though you could always have them a little wider at hip width apart, of course. And the arms are up in the shape of a V. Now, you are very familiar with this posture if you've ever watched any kind of sporting event. This is often a posture that is very naturally taken by an athlete once they've crossed the finish line, or they've realized that they have won. And it is a very symbolic posture that we intuitively will take on in our bodies when we feel confident. Now, in this case, we are using the posture to create the confidence because it works both ways. So we can actually put ourselves into this posture with the arms up in a V formation and still have that release of testosterone, lowering of cortisol, and that increase in confidence that you often see athletes have after they've won an athletic competition. The third pose I want to share with you is called the CEO pose. And as you can see in this picture I've popped up here, it is a pose of actually sitting in the chair with your feet crossed and up on your desk and both of your arms behind your head. So this was the best picture I could find. I really liked her sitting at this desk, and she does have one arm up in the air. But for a proper CEO pose, you would have both arms behind your head. So again, this is a very expansive and open posture. Your chest is open to the world. You are saying, I am confident. I am not hiding. I am not closed off. I am not being passive or trying to shield myself. Oftentimes when we do something that is opposite to a power pose, when we cross our arms in front of us, we are sort of closing ourselves off to the world and sending a message that we are feeling weak or vulnerable. With these power poses, we are doing just the opposite, even if no one sees us in the power pose. So if you do this in your office with the door closed before you head out into a one-on-one or interview, you are still going to reap the benefits of the confidence boost that you get through the pose without having to do it in front of another person. Now, times to try these power poses can really be any time, but specifically before meetings or presentations, when you need a quick burst of energy or confidence, or really scheduling a power pose throughout the day, maybe one before work in the morning, one at the end of your lunch break, and one before wrapping up for the day, is an amazing way to make sure you keep your energy up and feel confident throughout your workday. If you'd like to see more videos like this one on different techniques you can use to boost your confidence and elevate your professional presence, then please take a moment to subscribe and hit that like button, and I will see you in the next video.